The reasons why fasting fail, or the reason why people do not achieve what they intend after the fasting. You see, for you to engineer a human being, you need to engineer what they consume. The human being construction is dependent on what they consume. You see, you remember the story of Daniel, how they were separated when they were going into the king service. They were all separated and they were fed with different kinds of food. So to tell you that we are what we eat. So what happens during the fasting is you are being exempted from eating for a period of time, and at a period of time you will also feed. But the mistake we make is, I've said this before, fasting is not only abstaining from food. It's good to abstain from food because it detoxificates your blood and cleans your blood and your system. Is good. But what fasting is the thinking. So as some people are abstaining from food for a period of time, they might want to eat, they will end up eating the whole food they would have eaten in 2 days at one meal, and that one is not enough. Sometimes people are on fasting, hoping, praying to God, but they are feeding on what the internet is saying. They are on the internet listening to some things that will make them be in fear, things that will make them have unbelief, things that will make them not to trust in what they are asking God for. Sometimes you might feel that nothing is happening, you are just scrolling through the internet. Before you know, you'll see something that will make you feel, God, I have really suffered. Before you know, because the internet is not designed to inspire you, it's meant to make you weak. That's why they pay the content creators, they pay the influencers to make you look small. So as somebody that is fasting, the things you feed on the internet, the things, the conversation you have on your phone, in music, people that write music, they call it cooking. So that means after they've cooked all these things, you are the person feeding on them. So it's not only music they cook some negative words to add there, so that you will listen to it and feed on them. So it's not only food that you are consuming during that fasting period. That's why you are abstaining from food, but you are feeding on negative things from the social media. So at the end of the day, because you are what you eat, that's what the science tells us. So since you are feeding on those negative information, you would think that nothing is happening, but you are seeing those things.